Your name, ma'am? Okay, nice and loud. You're charged with failure to pay $237. If you plead guilty, if you're found guilty, you could be held in contempt and incarcerated 1 day for every $10 owed. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You got to keep your voice up.
Yes.
Did you sign this advice of rights?
That's the paper. Yes.
Did you read it?
Yes, I did.
Did you fully understand it?
Yes, I did.
Any questions with regard to it?
No.
If you plead guilty, you're giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have the right to a lawyer, and I'll be happy to provide you with one at public expense if you want one. Would you want one?
Yes.
Where do you work at, ma'am?
At a cleaning.
Nice
job.
and loud.
Just a cleaning, like a janitor job.
How much do you make per week, per day?
It's just a flat rate.
How much?
Just like $1,400 a month.
How many days do you work?
Monday through Friday.
$1,400 a month?
Yes.
That's only $350. Okay, a week. How much can you pay today on this?
I don't really have anything to pay today.
How much can you pay per week?
I can do $25 a week.
Good
That'll
enough.
be $100.
I'll enter a not guilty plea. I'll dismiss the show cause.
Okay.
You pay $25 per week, okay?
Okay.
You pay $25 per week. And we'll start this. When can you start? Today's the 3rd, 7th. How about on the 17th? We'll make it St. Patrick's Day, okay?
Okay.
That's 2 weeks from today, all right?
Okay.
If you don't have the money, you come talk to me. I'll be glad to give you an extension, okay?
Okay,
I'm dismissing the show cause. Any questions?
No.
Come back and talk to me if you don't have the money, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Good luck.
Okay.
Let's take some. Real quick, give me Minnie. Seth Russell, Minnie, 25F243357. Your name?
Seth Minnie.
All right. 45 and a 25. You're going to slow down, right?
Yes, sir.
They're giving you impeding traffic. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Please accepted, speeds dismissed. 150 is your total. Can you pay that today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you go right down the end of the hall and make your payment. Good luck.
Okay.
People against?
Thank you.
Gibbons, Scott Gibbons. 25F243295. Good morning. Your name?
Scott Gibbons.
You're going to plead to impeding, right?
Yes.
All right, you got one prior on here to that charge of impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Please accept it. Speeds dismissed. 160, cashier end of the hall to your right. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tabitha. When they come up here. If you can. Okay, so I want. If you can. All right, let's do Cecily Crystal Hahn, 25G306226. Ready, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name
Cecily Hahn.
and counsel, your appearance?
Good morning, Mark Gilbert, P71034 for defendant, who's to my right.
All right, high breathalyzer, or blood result, I should say. Defendant pled to operating while impaired. The operating while intoxicated was dismissed. She was referred for a screening and assessment. Have you had the opportunity to review the report with her, and are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
We have had the opportunity to review it. It is factually accurate.
Is there anything you would like to say on her behalf?
Sure, Your Honor. Not only has my client been attending AA, it's been 3 times a week in person, and she continues to do so.
And you've seen that proof?
You know,
I have it with me.
Have you seen it?
I have not seen it.
Go get it and show it to your
Yeah.
lawyer.
Additionally, Your Honor.
Hang on 1 second. Let's slow down.
Ma'am.
Okay, you've seen it?
I have, Your Honor.
All right. And that evidence is 3 times per week.
Correct.
All right, go ahead.
Additionally, we have somebody who's being so conscientious that she's called soberly to the point where she's annoying them because she's testing, and when it says stored instead of send, she's calling them to verify that they indeed have the information
Okay,
rather than, so I think this was, I don't want to call it a one-off because clearly we have a BAC that indicates
plus she had 1 in 16.
correct. But she is taking this deathly seriously and continues to do so.
You know, if you get one between now and 2085, it's a felony.
Yes.
Your life as you know it will be over. I'm just telling you. I don't want to make you feel bad here, but you can't. I mean, this was a lot. You had a 243, and then they've got you driving over the grass, jumping curbs. You
Yeah.
got to be careful.
I know.
There's cabs, there's Ubers, there's friends. I mean, I'm just telling you, and I don't want to make you feel bad.
Yes.
You're 35 with a breath result like 243. That can spell disaster.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm going to expect full compliance here, okay?
Yes, of course.
Is there anything that you would like to say? I want you to gather your thoughts. You don't have to feel, I don't want to make you feel horrible, but can't be doing this.
I know. I know. I've had a lot of time to think and everything, and I didn't realize. I don't know why I did that, but I did it, and I definitely am improving. And because I'm a mom of 2 boys. And
Wait a minute. I have to just take your
Sorry.
time.
I know.
I just want to be able to understand you. That's okay.
Yeah.
Just take your time, take a deep breath. You want a drink of water?
No, thank you.
Okay. Now just slow down and I want to digest what you're saying here, okay?
It just opened my eyes. I went through a lot the past year and a half. I got a divorce, but I still have kids that I have to live for, and I still have to make a living, so I can't be doing this. So it definitely opened my eyes, and I'm slowing down, like a lot, focusing on my job, focusing on my kids, while always focusing on my kids. So it just opened my eyes. So I'm just glad I didn't hurt anybody too.
Okay. All right.
Good. It's okay.
Anything else, Mr. Gilbert?
Well, did the court want to address the recommendation separately, or
No, you can do that now if you'd like.
we would ask that the recommendation be adopted as it is, with the exception of a number of days of the work program. The only thing I would ask is that it be community service. She is a manager and is on call a lot and dealing with 3 kids, so her schedule is breathtakingly erratic.
Okay, you're done with the marijuana too, okay?
Oh, yeah.
18 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal controlled substances of any kind. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any one of those. You're not to be around any of those things. You're not going to any bars, okay? You're to submit to chemical testing, PBTs and ETGs as follows. I'm going to make that weekly for 3 months.
Okay.
If you're clean, then I'm going to make it bi-weekly for 4. If you're clean, I'll make it monthly. Kratom, poppy seeds, and CBD oils are prohibited. If you consume food or other items containing those substances, it will be deemed a violation. Okay? I'm going to order that you attend AA, NA, or any 12-step recovery program 3 times a week. You're going to go to intensive outpatient treatment. Once you get into intensive outpatient treatment, you no longer have to go to AA or NA. You have to go in person.
Okay.
But when you get in IOP, if you get in this week, then you can stop going, okay? So 3 times a week in person until an IOP. Once an IOP, you can stop, attend the Victims Impact Panel. That's one night put on by Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. By law, you may be eligible for early discharge. If you're compliant and you do everything, in 9 months, you can apply for early discharge, so long as you've not had any violations in the preceding 90 days. You're to be on a SoberLink device. You're on it now, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Remain on that until May the 15th.
Okay.
5 days jail credit, 1, serve 4. 3 days of those are going to be on the court work program. I'll let you do 1 of those by way of community service. 3 days court work program. There's a $35 a day charge for that, for a total of $105. You have 1 day or 8 hours of community service. I'm going to give you until April the 20th to complete that.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
300 fines, 225 costs, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. So your fines and costs amount to $650. You have a screening fee of $60 for 710. You have probation fees of $360, bringing your total to $1,070. You have cost of recovery of $225, bringing your total to $1,295, plus the court work program fees, $1,400. I'm putting you on probation because of the prior,
Yes.
because of the driving pattern, and because of the fact that you had a 2.243, and I certainly think that you need some rehabilitation here. You have 21 days to appeal. You have 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do you have any questions?
No, I do not.
How about,
With regards to the fines,
yeah, I mean, go ahead. How much can she pay today?
All of it.
You can pay all of it?
Yeah.
Yes? You're going to be able to feed your family and everything?
Yes.
All right. I just want to make sure. Okay, so you go down the hall, make your payment,
Okay.
and then you'll go over to probation. They'll instruct you.
All right. Thank you.
I wish you well. Good luck.
Thank you.
thank you.
Just work 1 day at a time, okay?
Thank you.
Lisa, I want you to double check, and I want to ask in here if you have anybody. Give me 1 second, please. Do you have is there a Susan Koski out here? Susan Koski out here? Lisa, do you have a Susan Koski out there on Zoom?
No, not on Zoom.
Nieberdowski. Christopher Anton Nieberdowski, 24G82835. Your name?
Mr. Nieberdowski, Your Honor.
All right. Why'd you wait so long to come talk?
I'm a single father and I work a full-time job and I have a second job outside of that as well.
Well, that's fantastic, but you got to come talk to me. You can't ignore a court for 4 or 5 months,
Yes,
okay?
sir. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. How much do you have today?
I have nothing today. I'll be able to make a payment Friday if possible.
How much?
$50.
Listen, you're not going to be one of these that's going to engage in this nonsense of ignoring courts, though, are you?
Oh, no, Your Honor.
Okay, because you just did that, right?
Well,
For 4.5 months.
yes, Your Honor.
So I'm easy to get along with unless I think you're not showing respect.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I wouldn't wait to call my mortgage company for 4.5 months if I didn't have the payment. You understand?
Of course not.
It doesn't say the National Bank of the 33rd District Court out there, does it?
No,
You said you can pay 50 Friday?
yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can pay 50 by March the 7th, then tell me how much.
I can continue the same payments weekly until the debt is paid off.
On every Friday?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you pay 50 this Friday and 50 per week. Every Friday thereafter. Now listen to me very carefully.
Yes,
Let's
Your
say something happens, you're your engine blows up in your car, your furnace goes out, whatever. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna come speak to you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're gonna come talk to me. Honor before the due date. Sir, you have to take your hat off, right? You're gonna come talk to me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then I'm easy to get along with. Huh?
Yes,
What a great country. All right, that's what we're gonna do. Good luck. People against Cheryl Allen Pollock, 24G 721-855.
Morning, Judge. Attorney John Camilleri on behalf of Cheryl Ann Pollock, who's present in the courtroom.
Ma'am, your name?
Cheryl Pollock, Cheryl Ann Pollock.
I need to look at one thing here, counsel. Give me 1 second.
Sure.
I just want to make sure. So I just want to make sure defendant pled to leaving the scene of a PI accident in super drunk, right?
Correct.
So you got your work cut out for on this one, Mr. Camilleri. I don't like this. She's drunk, she hits somebody, breaks their tibia, breaks her fibula, and then takes off. So you got your work cut out. I'm just forewarning you right now. Have you had a chance to review the screening and assessment report?
We have, Judge.
Are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
No modifications to it, Judge.
Anything you would like to say?
Yes, Your Honor. Judge, my client has done a good job, I think, correcting some cognitive issues that she has in dealing with grief. Grief is a situation where some people become overwhelmed and they revert to alcohol to numb the brain. The issue I'm talking about is my client was on the phone with her daughter. They heard a gunshot go off in the background.
This is on the date of the offense?
No, just before, a week and a half before.
Okay.
So she's on the phone with her daughter, bang, the gunshot goes off. It's her son-in-law. He passes away from the gunshot. She's been dealing with this situation with her daughter. I believe she has PTSD from it. She was intimately involved in that incident. You hear a gunshot go off and it's your son-in-law on the other side of the wall on the telephone. I believe, unfortunately.
Did they charge somebody in connection with that?
Pardon me?
Did they charge somebody?
No. As far as not as of today, but I'm not intimately aware of exactly what happened there, but that's what happened. Ms. Pollock heard that gunshot go off. It was her son-in-law's death, and she reverted to alcohol. Big mistake. Big mistake. Alcohol numbs the mind for a short period of time, and then the grief comes back. Then you realize, your hangover is worth nothing. And the risks you take in drinking are worth nothing. They don't cure the problem. Ms. Pollock, after this event, after the first pretrial, went to see Dr. Bejan. He's a PhD. He's right here local. She's met him 15 times, one-on-one, weekly, out of her own pocket. She doesn't have insurance cover for that. In the meantime, she's got her 90-year-old mother living with her. And that's a handful. These are not excuses. I know you want to know these things. It's just what this lovely lady is dealing with. Judge, she's been on the sober link. She's been testing 5 times a day. Perfect. Not a problem. She's been going to AA as ordered by you 3 times a week. Not a problem.
That was January 9th.
That's right.
So she's gone at least 24 times.
21, she just tells me.
Okay.
3 times a week.
3 times.
That's
a week.
about right. Judge Hessen ordered it January 9th.
Okay, so she's been doing great. She regrets this whole thing. I mean, the person that was involved, these 2 people involved are just right down the street from where she lives. They know each other. But again, Judge.
The victim?
Yeah, she was here at the pretrial. They said hello, they talked. Judge, I'm not a man of excuses.
Judge Hessen ordered her not to have any contact with
Well,
prosecution.
the lovely lady was in the
Not
courtroom. They
before.
walked out, they said hello, and that was it. It's not like they had tea together for sure. But Your Honor, I'm not a person to give excuses. I've been before you many times. However, I got to explain to you what was going on with, I believe, PTSD, the grief reaction, etc. And I believe there's some mitigating circumstances here. I don't see many people who walk in your courtroom and say, I was on the phone with my daughter and then a gunshot goes off while we're on the phone and it's my son-in-law. I've never heard that in your courtroom. So I thought that is important for you to hear. I believe that's what she was dealing with. I believe that was the grief. She's going to counseling one-on-one. I've read the recommendation. We're asking the court to let her continue seeing Dr. Bejan in lieu of the outpatient treatment. I think this is about grief reaction more than it is
She's still scoring category 4 on both the alcohol and drug use. So she's got a problem.
I understand that. And I think the problem is, again, dealing with your problems with alcohol. And I think she was trying to suppress that grief she had. But other than that, Your Honor, hang on. She's been on the sober link. She's done great. She showed, let's say, she showed that she can manage her grief by going to counseling and not reverting to alcohol. And I think that's what this case is about. Managing your emotions, the grief, the PTSD in a more appropriate manner, adult manner versus reverting to alcohol. And I believe that sums it up. And, but she's done great. Hang on, excuse me. I'm talking. And that's what this case is, Judge. She's not working because she's taking care of her mother. She's retired. And we're asking the court to adopt the recommendation. We do believe it's fair.
It's overly fair. It's not,
it is fair.
It's more than fair. It's not harsh enough, if you ask me.
It's very fair, but I do believe the fairness is in light of the situation. I don't think the probation department's ever heard a case where someone's on the phone and here's a gun go off.
But that was not on the date of the offense.
No, but
and I'm not poo-hooing that. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. I'm not saying there wasn't issues that she was dealing with, but on this case, she went out, she got completely intoxicated. She drove into somebody, she broke their leg and then left the scene. And she had a 2-1. That's my issue with it. These are the reasons we have the drunk driving laws, so people don't get hurt.
Understand.
And she not only caused somebody to get hurt, she then had the wherewithal to leave the scene of the accident. So I can't ask her these things. It's a no contest plea, but please, this is not right. So that's the way I feel about it. Anything else?
Nothing further.
Ms. Pollock, is there anything you would like to say? These were no contest pleas. I'm prohibited from asking you questions with respect to it, but I'll listen to anything that you have to say.
Thank you, Your Honor. I've reflected a lot about all of this and truly, truly sorry. And it will never happen again.
You don't need to apologize to me. You didn't break my legs. But my issue here is exactly what I said. You went out, you hurt somebody, and then you left. Then you left, drunk or not drunk, dealing with remorse or not. And I am not underestimating what you did here, young ma'am. I'm not. I'm not underestimating the fact that you were dealing with a lot. There's no question about it. There's also no question about it that we have a responsibility. We have a responsibility. John, come here, please. I try to be understanding. But there are certain aspects here that I'm really troubled by in this case. And we can rationalize our conduct all day long. Your lawyer, that's why I told him he has a hard one here. We can rationalize whatever we want. But you just cannot do this. In monthly testing, there's no way I'm going along with it. All right. It's a lot to fill out here. If you'll just bear with me, Mr. Camilleri, okay? So I'm going to attribute all the fees that are common in nature to the super drunk charge, okay? 24 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Tell them I want to do states. That's what they want to do. That's fine. All right, 24 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law. You change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. I don't write laws. The voters voted for medical marijuana. You have a medical marijuana certificate. I'm not saying you can use marijuana. It's still illegal under state law. But I will tell you that I will not violate you if you test positive for THC. Otherwise, no alcohol, no illegal drugs, and again, no marijuana unless you provide proof that you have a valid medical marijuana certificate. Kratom, poppy seeds, and CBD oils are prohibited. Consuming food or other items containing those substances will be deemed a violation. You're to submit to chemical testing, PBTs, and ETGs. That will be as follows. Weekly for 3 months. If you're clean, bi-weekly for 4 months. If you're clean, I'll make it monthly. You're to attend AA, at least 3 times a week until you're in intensive outpatient treatment. Once you get in intensive outpatient treatment, you no longer have to attend AA or NA. You're also to attend the Victims Impact Panel. Restitution, if any, will be handled through civil litigation. The victim did not show, so I'm not going to award any restitution. Maybe there's a civil case pending. I don't know. And you're to be on a SoberLink device until May the 15th of 25. Now, these probation fees I'm going to attribute to the super drunk case. So let's talk about the fines there. It's $300 in fines, $200 in costs, $75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, 6 1/4. Probation fees are $480 for a total of $1,105. You have cost of recovery on that of $225. bringing their total on that case to $1,330. On the other file, I'm going to go light. In terms of the fines and costs, you have to take your hat off, sir. $100 fines, $150 costs, $75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, $375. The mandatory maximum on the super drunk is 180 days. The mandatory maximum on the other case on the leaving the scene of a personal injury accident is 365 days. I'm going to order 7 days jail. Credit 1, you're going to serve 6. And I want you to understand, not only did you hurt somebody, you drove away, and that's my issue with it. I want you to understand that. You hurt somebody, you broke their leg, and you drove away from it. That's it.
Your Honor, there was no indication that there was a
Listen,
broken leg.
I'm not going to change my mind. You can shake your head all you want. We go out, drink and drive, and we start hurting people, and then we drive away on top of it. There's a penalty to be paid. You don't like it, I don't care. I'm gonna let her serve 2 weekends in jail. That's gonna be, I've had him check with Flat Rock. 2 weekends, and I'll let her serve it this way. You're gonna serve, did they specify the days it's gonna be? Right, I'm gonna make
They said back-to-back weekends.
March 7th to the 9th. That will be, and March the 14th.
Your Honor, in lieu of
to
this
the
jail
six-
time, since
no.
she's taking care of her 90-year-old
I don't
mother.
care. She broke somebody's leg. I'm not gonna argue with you. And then drove away. 7 a.m. March 7th to 10 p.m. March the 9th. And then March the 14th to the 16th. And that will be 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer. The total amount owed here is
Judge?
$1,695.
I got a different total. I
Judge?
got 1390. Did you charge the screening fee?
Let me double check.
Judge, in terms of the sober link.
Hang on a second. 6 1/4, 685, 1,085, 1165, 1365. You're right. That's 1390. The sober link, she's going to be on until May 15th. She's going to deal with probation on that.
So she won't be on the sober link while she's doing these days.
Well, I don't know what they're going to have her do.
It won't be, she'll be.
She's going to deal with probation. It might cost more to have it taken off and then re-put on, reutilized. All right? That's
Judge,
it.
can we suggest that she not go on the sober link until she's done with
No.
this? It's just gonna be
It's money.
on and off, on and off.
Mr. Candler. No, I've heard enough. Thank you. If she didn't expect this, I don't know what to tell you. Good luck. Thank you. You'll meet with probation today, ma'am. People against Thompson Sumler. Kiara Thompson Sumler, Kiara Christian Thompson Sumler, 23W832951B. Name?
Kia Christine Thompson Summer.
I'm going to arraign you again. This has been going on since March 24th. You were here April 29th of 24. I told you to pay by September 1. I couldn't have done better than that. You didn't show up. You didn't show up for your show cause. You're charged with failure to pay $254. If you plead guilty or if you're found guilty, you could be incarcerated 1 day for every $10 owed. You could get 26 days. Do you understand that?
I do.
Did you sign an advice of rights form here today or not?
No.
You have certain rights. You have the right to remain silent, right to a hearing, right to question their witnesses, right to bring in your own, right to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses. If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
I do.
You have the right to a lawyer. I'll be happy to give you one at public expense. Would you like one?
No.
To the charge you failed to pay $254, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you fail to pay?
I did. I honestly, I thought that I paid everything that needed to be paid. And then when I spoke with Jessica, she told me
Hang
that was
on.
just probate.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Why did you think you paid this?
Because I thought I paid the amount that I needed to get off of
Well,
probation.
that's a different case.
I understand that now. I
You
thought
came and talked to me back in April of last year and I gave you all the way until September 1. I wonder why I did that.
you
I gave you
me to-
5 months.
You gave me to December.
No, I gave you until September. I gave you until September 1.
Whoever has the phone, you gotta take the phone out.
Get the phone out of the courtroom.
Out of the courtroom.
If it goes off again, I'm taking it. Phone's out of the courtroom if they're gonna go off. If you have them shut off, fine. Get your phone out of the courtroom, sir. That was your phone?
Sir, it's off.
Get the phone out of the courtroom. If you keep, get the phone out of the courtroom or I'm gonna take it. I gave you until September 1. Why didn't you come and talk to me even though I told you to do that? You didn't.
I don't want to give you a.
And then you didn't show up for your show cause, October 31.
I recently moved and I didn't get those papers and I also wasn't notified. My mother.
How much do you have today, ma'am?
I'm sorry.
How much do you have today?
I honestly
You
don't
gotta
have
grow
anything
up.
today.
If you think I'm just gonna keep having you come in 5 months after it's due and ask for more time and then give you more time and have you ignore me again, that's not going to happen. This ticket was issued to you, ma'am, back in September of 23. That's about 17, 18 months ago.
I just thought that everything was together.
You didn't think everything was together. You were here in April and I told you I'd give you until September 1.
To pay.
Go
off my
get the money.
probation.
Where do you work?
I'm self-employed right now. I'm looking for work. I just was like.
Wait a minute. Where were you working?
Online casino.
Came in here April 29th, needs new payment plan. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You failed to appear for a show cause April 16th to 24. You came in here. You asked for a new payment plan on April 29th. I gave you one. I gave you all the way until September. You were supposed to be here for a show cause October 31. You didn't show up. And now you come in here today.
Like I paid.
Ma'am. How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 36.
How much, you can't come up with any money today?
I can come up with, yes, I can. I can,
Sir, you can't talk from back there.
Is that your boyfriend or something?
yes.
You want to quickly go talk to him? I'll stay right here. Quickly.
He said I can pay it off.
She owes 254, Lisa.
Yes, 254.
You pay 210 today, balance waived. Don't do this again, okay? Next time you got to at least be respectful. We don't like it when people aren't respectful. Good luck. I'll cut it down for you. William Alfred Donahue, 25T644670. So I know a lot of you guys have been waiting. My apologies. I'm going to move you along here. I'd like Joseph Dubois seated at the table, Mark Novak seated at the table, Twana Brack at this table. Sir, your name?
William Donahue.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. The last impeding you're going to get out of me, okay?
Yes, sir.
The charge impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
All right, I'll accept the plea, dismiss the traffic signal. 180 is your total, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Right down the end of the hall to the cashier. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Joseph Dubois. Joseph Lionel Dubois III, 25T644662. Your name?
Morning, Your Honor. Joseph
Du Bois the third.
All right. All right, you're going to plead to impeding traffic, right?
Correct.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Okay, I'm gonna accept the plea. 175 is your total. Cash your end of the hall to your right and you're all set. Good luck.
Your Honor, can I have a couple weeks to get the money?
Yeah, do you have anything today or not?
No.
I'll give you until March 17th. If you don't have the money, no problem. Come on in and talk to me either in person or by Zoom on or before that due date. 8:30 in the morning. I'll be glad to talk to you and give you an extension. I don't care how many times we have to do it, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Best of luck. Mark Joseph Novak, 25T644533. Your name?
Mark Novak?
Good morning. You're going to plead to impeding traffic, right?
Yes, sir.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Please accepted. 150 is your total. Cash your end of the hall.
Thank you.
Good luck. The nurse needs to put that on. He needs to take a look at that. There was an accident. He needs to either no injuries, minor damage or whatever. Brack, Twana, Rochelle Brack, 245T644860. Good morning, ma'am. Your name?
Morning, Tawana Brack.
You're going to plead to impeding traffic, correct?
Yes.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible? Please accepted. 150 is your total. Cash your end of the hall to your right. Good luck. Angela Renee Cade, 25B147710. Good morning. Your name?
Angela Cade.
All right, you're in a school zone. Be careful, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're going to plead to impeding,
I am
responsible or not responsible to that?
responsible. Please.
All right, 155 is your total. Cash your end of the hall to your right. You're all set. Good
Thank you.
luck.
Thank you.
Binkley. Madison Rose Binkley, 25B147707. Could I have Hayden Snyder seated at the table? Taleva, Lydia Taleva and Wanda Deneau at the tables up here. Good morning, ma'am. Your name?
Madison Bingley.
All right, so you're going to plead to impeding traffic, right?
Yes,
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
responsible.
All right, please accepted. 150. You're all set. Cash your end of the hall to your right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hayden James Snyder, 25B147738. How you doing? Your name?
Han Snyder, sir.
Boy, you look young. Huh? That's a good thing. You'll look young when you're old like me. You're going to plead to impeding, right?
Yes, sir.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible, sir.
Please accepted. 150 is your total. Cash your end of the hall to your right. Thank you. You can pay that now?
Yes, sir.
You're all set. Good luck. Lydia Alina Tileva, file 25T243882. Good morning, ma'am. Your name?
Good morning, Lydia Calava.
All right. So you're going to plead to impeding traffic, right?
Yes,
Okay, to that charge, responsible or not responsible?
responsible.
All right, I'm going to accept your plea. 160, cash your end of the hall to your right. You're all set.
Thank you.
Good luck. Wanda Elaine Deneau, 25F243249. Your name, ma'am?
Wanda Deneau.
Okay, so tell me what happened here.
Well, it actually wasn't me parked there. It was my car, but I wasn't there. My son-in-law was having his snow removed from his driveway, and they came and gave him a ticket. Or actually gave me a ticket.
Wait a minute, say that again? You were parked on the sidewalk, it says, and within
Yeah.
15 feet of the fire hydrant,
Mhm.
right?
Yes,
Did you park?
no,
Who parked it?
my son-in-law.
You can't be doing that. Why does he have your car?
Because he drives it, he couldn't get a car in his name, so I got one in my name for him.
Well, that isn't good. Call in Flat Rock. Lieutenant Rembes. I don't have it here. Oh, wait a minute. Call in 237. Then I'm gonna need Mr. Sergeant Bernars.
You don't have a phone.
Yeah, he's in,
You don't have a phone.
oh, jury assembly.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Lieutenant, good morning. Your name?
Lieutenant Chris Rembes, City of Flat Rock.
So she didn't park the car there. She's got a clean record. Her son-in-law should be issued this ticket. You want to just cut her a break and dismiss it?
That's fine by us, Your Honor.
Do you mind changing this?
We can just, I know the officer's not gonna carry around, we can just.
I just need you to,
Can you do mine?
yeah.
No problem.
This son-in-law, no
Yes,
more,
she
okay?
explained it.
Okay? You know what I mean? You've never had a ticket. All right. Ma'am, we're gonna go ahead and dismiss the case,
Okay, thank you, sir.
but you get what I'm saying. I don't need to say anymore. Case dismissed. Good
Thank
luck.
you.
Thank him, not me. I didn't do anything. Frank Concessi. This is file number. I need your surgeon on this one. Where's that file at? Did I accidentally have you take that down? Pull it up here.
You have me take back home?
To Bernard's. No, that's Rembes. You have the Concessi
I just
file?
brought it in, Your Honor. Oh, that was really.
Your name?
Frank Concessi.
It was up here and I don't know what happened to it. Hang on 1 second.
Oh, give it to me.
All right, this is Frank Concessi, 25T644599. Your name?
Sergeant Bernard,
Mr. Concessi, your name again?
Frank Concessi.
Look, if there was serious damage, I can't take impediment.
Okay. I thought there was only the injury thing was the.
It was injuries and serious
Yeah,
acts.
there's no injuries in this crash.
I don't mind if you do a 1-pointer. I can't do better than that. That's the policy I've had here for 25 years. So if you want to plead to 5 over, something like that,
You gotta take your head out.
I'll be glad to do that.
Okay.
Okay, what was the, let's see, this was where?
West in Lennox, I believe.
So speed limit there is, was he on West or Lennox?
He was coming off Lennox.
All right. So you want to just do 5 over? I'm sorry, Mr. Concessi, that's the best I can do. I can't change, I'm not going to change anything here.
That's fine.
So to the charge 5 over, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Okay. Can you change this on here to 5 over? 195 is your total. Good luck. Thank you.
You.
Jason Ryba, I'm gonna need you to change that before we take it down. Sandra Guadalupe Salcido, 25W836970. All right, your name, sir? Or ma'am, rather. Sandra Salcido?
Right to the podium there.
How you doing?
Good morning. Good.
Your name?
Sandra
You're
Salcedo.
going to plead to impeding, right?
Yes,
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
responsible.
Okay, 160 is your total. Cash your end of the hall to your right. You're all set. Good
Okay, have a
luck.
good day.
Thank you. You too. Nora Ali Maru, 25T644488. Good morning. Your name?
Good morning. My name is Nora Marie.
You're going to plead to impeding, right?
Correct.
To that charge, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
160 is your total. Cash your end of the hall to your right. I wish you well. Good luck. Jason Lee Bailey, 25T644664. Hang on one second. I got to double check the stick form.
No problem.
No injuries, no vehicles towed. Good enough. Your name
Jason Bailey.
says you're going to plead to impeding, right?
Yes, sir.
Responsible or not responsible to that?
Responsible.
Wait a second. You got to slow down. Be careful.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
What happened on this May crash that you had of 23? Were you charged with unable to stop? Assured clear distance?
Don't believe so.
Last accident. Where was that?
The only accident I recall is the one that just happened in, I believe it's January.
The charge impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Listen, don't come back and ask me for impeding again, okay?
Yes, sir.
205 is your total. Cash your end of the hall to your right. James Lamar Williams, 254B147150. Good morning. How you doing?
Pretty good, yourself?
Not too bad. Let me just double check something here.
Sure, go ahead. Take it.
Okay, so you had insurance in effect
Yes, I did.
and you just didn't have it with you.
I didn't have it on me.
Well, the motion to set aside default judgment is granted. Okay, let me start with that. Motion to set aside default judgment granted. There's no objection. He's sending this in saying to
Which I provided.
hang on one second. Let me see something here. Well, where'd you get this? Oh, so he moved to dismiss. You checked the box dismiss since you had it. Case dismissed. You're all set. Go down the hall and they'll make arrangements to return the bond to you, okay?
Okay, I was also asking for the $50 insurance hold because I had insurance, but I had to pay the $50 anyway.
$50?
Yeah.
For what?
For an insurance hold.
That's a Secretary of State sanction.
You're gonna have to
okay.
deal with them. We don't have anything to do with that.
Cool, okay.
But you gotta have that with you. You're lucky you're getting out of this, even if it costs you $50.
I was in an accident. I went to the hospital, so.
That day?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I was in the hospital from the 13th to the 23rd.
We don't have anything to do with that, but we're gonna return your bond.
Thank you.
Okay, good luck. Go
Thanks.
down and talk to the Amanda Raymond Sobzak. File 25F243293. Could I have Cherie Braswell, Jacob Karonsky, all seated at the table? My right, your left, your name?
Adam Subcheck.
All right, you're going to plead to impeding, right?
Yes.
Responsible or not responsible to that?
Responsible.
All right, please accept at 150. Slow down a little. Go down the hall and take care of that. You're all set. Good luck. Cherie Patricia Braswell, 25T644776. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Your name?
Cherie Barasco.
All right, so you're going to plead to impeding, right? Impeding traffic?
Yeah.
0 points, won't go on your record?
Yeah.
Is that what you want to do?
Mhm.
Yes?
Yes.
To that
Yes,
charge
sir.
of impeding, responsible or not responsible?
It'll be responsible, correct?
And then I'm going to dismiss the speed. Is that what you want to do?
Oh, right, dismiss it, yeah.
I'm going to dismiss the speed if you plead to impeding. Is that what you want to do? Don't look at him, look at me.
I'm sorry.
Impeding traffic is 0 points. It
Right.
won't go on your record. They're offering you to plead to impeding and then they'll dismiss the speed.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
To the charge impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible?
Not responsible. I mean, I'm sorry, it would be responsible. I was trying to go for what you were saying, Judge, but the zero, I'm trying to get the 0 points.
Yeah, impeding is 0.
Okay.
So do you want to plead responsible to impeding? Responsible
Responsible, yeah,
to impeding?
to impeding.
Speed's dismissed. Is that what you want?
Yes.
150 is your total. You're all set.
Okay.
Cashier under the hold of your right. Good luck.
Okay.
Karonsky. Jacob Michael Karonsky, 25T643406. Name?
Jacob Kronsky.
You're going to plead to impeding, right?
Yes.
You got to be careful. I mean, on this failure to yield emergency vehicle, okay? You got an expired license too. Better go take care of that today.
May I check my wallet right now?
I mean, you can go deal with the Secretary of State. It says right on here, expired.
Thank you.
You got to be careful. So I'm going to trust that you're going to go take care of that right now, right?
Sure.
Right?
Yes,
Because if I didn't think you were going to take care of it, I wouldn't take this.
I appreciate that.
And I'm not going to make you go down there and take care of it and come back. But you're going to go take care of it today. If I check later in the day, I'm going to see that you took care of it, right?
Yes.
You're hesitating.
I don't believe it's expired. I may have given them a wrong license. My children, they mess with my wallet all the time. I got a few at home. I might have put the wrong one in there. I don't believe I have an expired license.
All right. To the charge impeding, I'll let you go talk to them. To the charge impeding traffic, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Okay, I'm going to accept the plea. 165 is your total. Cashier under the hall to your right.
Thank you.
Good luck. People against, forgive me if I mispronounce this, Reynaldo Chil Moctezuma, 24T644440. Come on up here. Your name?
Sir, Ronaldo Chill Montezuma, sir.
Okay, how much do you have today?
Do 50 today, sir.
You have 250?
No, 50.
I'm sorry, 50.
50, sir. Is there any way, is it option for like a payment plan monthly?
Where do you work?
I'm a Lyft driver, sir. Uber and
You're a
Lyft.
what?
Uber and Lyft.
You
Right,
pay,
sir?
well, you can pay 50 bi-weekly, right?
I could, but I got a lot of bills, so I'm trying to see if I can push that back if possible.
50 now, 30 bi-weekly,
30 bi-weekly?
beginning March the 17th.
Sounds good, yes, sir.
If
Thank
you don't have the money, you call the court, we'll go on Zoom, or you can come in here on or before any of the due dates, 8:30 in the morning. I'll be glad to give you an extension, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you for that.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Do I make that payment now, right? With them?
$50, correct. Your name?
Good morning, Your Honor. Darren Malone.
You're gonna plead to impeding traffic, right?
Before I ask that question, can I say something?
No, you either have to decide, Judge, I'm gonna go along and deal with them and I'm gonna work it out with them. Or I wanna have a hearing. If you wanna have a hearing, no problem. I'll set it for a hearing. You can come back, but you can't have the best of both worlds.
Well,
So hang on. So I'm just telling you, your options are, you can either go with impeding, talk to them some more, see if you can convince them differently. Or you can say, I don't want to plead to impeding. That's the best they'll offer. I want to have a hearing.
well,
Did you hear what I said, though?
yeah, I heard you.
I'm not going to have a hearing on a case when there's no hearing to be had. It's not fair to them. What if I called them in right now and said, hey, I'm going to have a hearing. We're going to have him go sit over there. And I'm going to determine whether or not it's over height or over width. And if you lose, well, you can go back and do the plea. It's just, you can't do it. That's not what plea bargaining is about. If you want to go talk to him, I have no problem. I'll send you back.
But I just want to say this. How am I supposed to know whether I'm breaking the law if there's no sign?
Sir, you can set it for hearing. I'll be happy to set it for hearing for you. I don't know anything about the case and I'm not about to address it now. If you want to set it for hearing, I don't have any problem with that. You can go talk to them some more and say, hey, listen, I want to tell you one other thing. Maybe they'll dismiss it. I don't know. But I'm either going to take your plea, whatever the two of you agree on, or I'm going to set it for hearing if you guys can't agree.
I pay the fine.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
I have no problem. I don't know one thing about this. Not one thing.
Well, I was driving up Barenborn.
I don't need to hear it. I'm not
Okay.
going to have a hearing and say, oh, you're right. That's not fair to them.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be equally fair here, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's what I do every day, at least to the best of my ability. So you can either go back and talk to them, say, hey, I think you should dismiss the case, or you can take the plea, or we can set it for hearing. And honestly, I'm not going to lose sleep either way you go. I don't know if you're wrong here, and I don't want to know. We're not going to have a hearing now because the officer isn't here. Just the department rep.
How much is the fee?
I'm not going to negotiate with you. I don't know. I haven't even looked at your record yet. Nothing.
Okay.
Do you want to think about it a minute? I'll be glad to give you all the time you need.
Now, if I take a hearing, would I be able to come back today and handle this?
No, we have to give the officer notice. We don't notify them when it's just a department rep hearing.
I'll take the hearing.
Okay, you want a hearing?
Mhm.
Okay, no problem. So we'll set up for hearing and you can come in here and argue your case, all right? Lisa, we're gonna set this for hearing. Do you have a date? This is with Officer Klusk.
March 19th at 9:30.
Okay, March the 19th at 9:30.
Okay.
Can I
All
get
right.
the name on that one again?
This is Darren Malone.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Malone, where do you live at?
I live in Livonia.
I'll be happy to do this on Zoom for you.
Okay.
So he can do this on Zoom too, Lisa, all right?
I appreciate that, Your Honor.
No problem. So the defendant can appear by Zoom. I don't even care if the officer appears by Zoom. Either way, March the 19th, you go down the hall, we'll give you a notice, all right? At 9:30.
Okay, thank you.